The last passenger. Daniel had never believed in ghosts. He laughed whenever someone told a scary story about haunted houses or cursed places. To him, every mystery had a logical explanation. One rainy Friday night, Daniel finished work much later than usual. By the time he reached the subway station, it was almost midnight. The streets outside were completely empty. Rain tapped against the pavement while cold wind echoed through the silent station. The digital clock above the platform read 11:47 p.m. According to the display board, only one train remained. Last train, 11:50 p.m. There wasn't another person waiting. No security guards. No workers. No sound except the distant rumble of the approaching train. When it arrived, the brakes screamed loudly before the doors slowly opened. Daniel stepped inside. The carriage looked strangely old. The lights flickered overhead, and the air smelled like rust and damp metal. There was only one passenger. An elderly woman dressed entirely in black sat near the back of the train. Her hands rested on her knees, and her head was lowered so her face couldn't be seen. Daniel chose a seat near the middle of the carriage and looked at his phone. The doors closed. The train pulled away. For several minutes, everything seemed normal. Then his phone suddenly lost signal. No service. That had never happened before. He shrugged and continued staring out the window as the train entered a long underground tunnel. Without warning, the lights went out. Everything became completely dark. The train stopped. Daniel could hear nothing except his own breathing. 5 long seconds passed. The lights returned. He looked toward the back of the carriage. The old woman's seat was empty. She had vanished. Confused, Daniel stood up. There was nowhere she could have gone. The doors had never opened. Then he slowly turned around. The old woman was sitting directly across from him. She hadn't walked. She hadn't made a sound.